welcome to the Nexus. Today we are doing our Fast and Furious Skyline. In our pack this time we obviously got issues 3, 4 and 5, and we also got our free gift of our posters. So obviously in the box they were a bit bent, so I've straightened them because no one really likes a bent one. But we'll have a look at those in a second, so let's get on with it. Right, so here we have our posters. Let's slide them out so we can have a look at them. Take that. Right, so we've got this one, which is quite a nice one of the car. And then we've got another nice one. I quite like that. With all the back view as well. And then I think this one's my favourite, where it's got the racing in. But I'm not sure what I'm doing with them yet. They're quite nice. You could even get some frames and put them up somewhere. But let's get started with our build. In this video we're going to do issues 3 and 4 together, because that's going to be doing the bonnet, and you will also need your bumper from previous builds. Okay, so let's get started. Right, so here we have issue 3. We've got these bits. This bit we need to put to one side and keep for a later issue. And today we're going to cut those bits off using our spares and place them in here. So that will be our washer nozzles. But I just want to show, obviously the stripe goes lighter, and then obviously when it's all put together it'll all match in nicely. So I'm quite liking that. Right, so let's get started. Right, so there we go. You have to just push them in, and I don't know how well you can see, but it has to slope down the bonnet so that you've got the bigger end facing you where your windshield's going to be. So right, let's do issue 4. Right, so we've got to do issue 4 now. My fingers are too fat. Right, there's that bit. And that bit, because we have to fit on the relief valve. So this literally just pushes on here like this. Right. There we go. Right, so that bit is on, as you can see. And then we need the pipe. And that also just pushes on like that, nice and simple. So that's that bit done. And then we'll put that there to keep it safe. We then have to put these bits, our little grill bits, on our bumper. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Right, so these ones we literally just make sure we get them the right way, and then they just push on. Just like that. Okay, so the other ones, these two get screwed on here with our SM screws. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. They use 3 screws each, so should be nice and simple. Right, so there we go. They're in nice and firmly. So next we need to get our pipes and everything, and then that should just push into that hole there on the front. So I'll get that done. So there we go, and you need to be really careful pushing it in. It's very delicate. So that's that bit done, and now we can put that to one side. Right, so next we need the inside of our bonnet and this little bit that we put aside earlier, and we're gonna just put it in there, making sure we get our catch the right way as it shows on the diagram, and then we're just going to push that in, nice and simple. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get our main bit of bonnet and we're going to flip it over. So if you've got a padded thing, great. Otherwise you can always go over to Partwork Upgrades, where they sell the pads for resting it on so it doesn't get damaged. And then we're going to take our inside of the bonnet, we're going to put it on here, and then we are going to use some AM screws to screw it in. So I'm going to do that now. Right, so there we are. We've put the screws in, as you can see, nice and firmly in. So at the end of that we have our steering wheel and our cap. Do not put them together, because otherwise you won't be able to screw the steering wheel on. So they have to be kept to one side, along with any spare screws. Keep them to one side as well, because you never know, you may end up needing some if you drop any and can't find them or anything. So that is us for issue 3 and 4. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, sign up to the build through the link in the video. Thanks a lot.